Have you ever felt the world shift beneath your feet after one single announcement? What if I told you HYBE itself was left speechless, stunned, by something Taehyung just accomplished? Stick with me because by the end of this video, you're going to see him in a light you never imagined. And I promise you'll want to hit that subscribe button as we unfold this journey together. The quiet before the storm. I want you to imagine this. It's late at night. The world is paused. You're scrolling through your phone, tired, almost half asleep. Then your screen flashes a headline. HYBE shocked. Major media reveals BTS Taehyung's unrivaled new record. You blink. You read it again. Did they really say unrivaled? Because something inside you stirs. A mix of disbelief, excitement, curiosity. That moment. It's the moment the story took flight. I remember the first time I fell in love with BTS. The voices, the tears, the journey. And now, watching Taehyung step into a new era, breaking a boundary no one saw coming. It's like watching a sunrise after a long, dark night. So sit tight. Let me take you through the twists, the revelations, the emotional highs, all leading to a moment HYBE didn't know was possible. The return. A surge nobody expected. You know, not long ago, Taehyung completed his military service. That left a space. In army hearts in the world, a quiet tension. What next? But when he returned, the reaction was immediate and breathtaking. In just a few days, he gained over 1 million new Instagram followers. Yes, 1 million. He didn't just return. He exploded back into the digital world. One of his first Instagram posts since discharge got 13.1 million likes, making it one of the most engaged posts globally in 2025. Pause with me here. Visualize the trembling of that moment. He posts, people respond. Hard, fast, in waves. The quiet corners of social media lit up. Fans whispered, "He's more powerful than we thought." And for HYBE, the company that has managed his every move, that reaction was a tidal wave. The record that shattered expectations. But okay, you might be asking, what record exactly? Because unrivaled is a heavy word. Let me show you how Taehyung backed it up. Let's rewind a bit. Back in 2023, when he released his debut solo album Layover, he didn't just make music. He broke records. On opening day, Layover sold over 1.67 million copies, making it the highest first-day sales ever by a solo K-pop artist. In the first week, he sold over 2 million. Again setting a record for a solo artist. And on Billboard 200, Layover debuted at number 2 in the US, making V one of the highest charting Korean solo artists ever. So that was just the beginning. The groundwork was laid. He proved his potential. But the latest development. That's where things went beyond anything fans or media dared imagine. A major media group revealed that in less than a year as Celine's global ambassador, Taehyung generated an earned media value of $274 million. Think about that. Not album sales, not streaming, just media impact. His name, his image carried that kind of weight so fast. And that's one part of the story, but not the entire shock. The behind-the-scenes tension. Let me tell you, behind that record is a whirlwind of tension, silent battles, and careful moves. HYBE has always been a well-oiled machine. They strategize, manage, anticipate. Yet the announcement of that $274 million in earned media was like an earthquake in their control room. I imagine executives flipping through metrics, rechecking dashboards, trying to reconcile. Did we program this? Did Taehyung do this? Or is the world just pulling him forward? Because they know, records like that aren't built by chance. There are late nights, creative agonies, vision, and a man who refuses to be boxed in. Taehyung has always said he wants to show himself, not just the idol. He's delicate, expressive, sensitive, and he's also a visionary. Every photo shoot, every association, every aesthetic choice, it's all intentional. And when the media turned around and said, "Here's $274 million in value just from your name, your expression, your presence," that wasn't hype. That was culmination. It's like HYBE looked at the numbers and said, "Wait, Who's running this bus now? The emotional heartbeat. At this point, pause with me. Doesn't it feel like we're watching someone rewriting a life? Not just an artist performing hits, a person building legacy. Imagine being Taehyung in these days. You come back from the military, you're supposed to ease in. But instead, the world greets you with thunder. You open Instagram, there are messages, images, reactions, people calling your name across continents. Doesn't that feel overwhelming? Uplifting? Scary? Exhilarating? I think about how he must have felt. Gratitude, pressure, wonder, fear. And I think of HYBE watching it all. The company that built idols, now watching an artist become a force beyond management. It's poetic, isn't it? The dream turning wild, uncontainable. The reveal that sent shockwaves. Now, the media reveal didn't just stay behind closed doors. They published it. They shouted it. They made HYBE's jaw drop in front of the world. HYBE shocked. Major media reveals. Unrivaled record. These are headlines. These are narratives that say. Here's the one moment even the management couldn't foresee. In that reveal there was a twist. The impact wasn't just in sales or streaming. It was in value, in perception. In how Taehyung, through aura and artistry alone, could command global attention to the tune of hundreds of millions. That's why HYBE's reaction matters. Because at their core, their job is to anticipate, to manage, to mitigate surprises. They live in forecasts, projections, metrics. Yet this one, they didn't see it coming. And that's the turning point of the narrative. It's not just Taehyung breaking a record. It's the artist surpassing the institution. The ripple effects. Now let's talk about the fallout. Because when these things happen, they don't stay confined, they ripple. First, fans around the world, new or old, began seeing Taehyung not just as BTS member who sings, but as a brand, a force. Aspiring artists, creatives, dreamers looked at that $274 million and said, that's possibility. Second, industry watchers and companies. Fashion houses, brands, media outlets, they all take notes. When an artist commands that kind of earned media, they become more than a collaborator, they become a legend, a walking canvas. Third, HYBE itself has to evolve. They now have to strategize around someone who can break their own forecasts. The relationship between artist and company, the narrative between management and creativity, that balance must shift. It's no longer about curating for profit. It's about nourishing artistic gravity. The moments you might have missed. Now let me share with you a few things that might have slipped through. Those quiet signals, those moments when Taehyung was preparing for this break. Wooga Squad reunion. After his discharge, Taehyung shared photos with his longtime friends, Park Seo-joon, Choi Woo-shik, and others. They recreated a pre-enlistment photo, a gesture loaded with emotion. In that recreation lies a symbolism. He's come full circle, yet changed. That nostalgia carries weight. Military life glimpses. He posted moments from his service. Fitness routines, candid smiles, quiet reflections. In those images, people saw human depths, not just idol polish. Surprise live sessions. As soon as he got off duty, he jumped on a live, jamming, connecting. He could have rested. He didn't. He chose to show up for Army, raw, present. Digital dominance. That viral TikTok dance video with over 12.7 million likes, despite not having a personal account. That's not luck. That's power. All of these were threads leading to the tapestry. Quiet moves, invisible planning, stepping stones toward the reveal. Conversation with you. Now let me pause and talk to you. What does this mean for you, for all of us who've ever felt small in face of big dreams? When Taehyung returned and shattered expectations, that wasn't just K-pop news. It's a reminder. You can outgrow boxes. You can surprise your creators. You can exceed forecasts carved for you by others. Maybe you're someone reading this and thinking, I've been told my worth, I've been capped by predictions. Taehyung just showed. The measure of your impact is not what they expect. It's what your story becomes. Let that idea sink in. You can redefine what's possible for you. And if you feel that stirring, that energy, then please hit subscribe. Because from here, we witness more than an idol's record. We witness possibility. The climax, HYBE's shock. Let me set the scene. The announcement drops. HYBE's offices hush. Teams gather. Analysts scramble. Press monitors flip. They see the $274 million figure. They see headlines. They see the media spotlight burning in new places, new heights. In that moment, HYBE isn't immune. They are part of the story. They are learning, reacting, pivoting. Because what an artist can do, not by demand but by gravity, changes the equation. HYBE must now treat Taehyung not only as their artist, but as a force unto himself. Imagine boardrooms rethinking strategies, contracts rewriting roles, new creative departments forming to catch up to someone already far ahead. The record is one thing. The shock, that's what changes everything. The takeaways, what this teaches us. So now, let's pull back and reflect together on what this whole journey teaches us. About art, about power, about you. 1. Legacy is built, not inherited. Taehyung didn't get the record because he was famous. He built it, note by note, image by image, heart by heart. 2. Influence is more than numbers. $274 million in earned media means the world reacted to him organically. That's authority, presence, resonance. 3. Institutions adapt to the artist. HYBE may have orchestrated paths, but this moment reversed the direction. The institution must catch up. 4. You are never powerless. No matter what boxes they put you in, artist, employee, student, creator, your next step can be out of that box. 5. Shock is an invitation. When the world pauses, when HYBE is stunned, that's your cue to lean in, to forge something new, to declare your voice. The final turn, what's next? You've done it, you might say. He's broken the barrier. Now what? But that's the beauty. The story doesn't end. It evolves. We already know BTS is planning a 2026 world tour, a new group album, after all members finish military service. So Taehyung's solo record doesn't isolate him. It primes the ground for even greater collective impact. Imagine now. BTS returns, but with a member who's already transcended expectations. The synergy, the potential, exponential. HYBE will have to treat the group differently. The benchmarks will change. The narratives will shift. And you, if you're walking with me, you get to witness that evolution. The next chapter might be the grandest yet. The promise I leave you with. Alright. Here's where I lean closer and speak directly to your heart. Your story, your dreams, your voice, they have the capacity to shock your world. You might not see the $274 million headline. You might not have a global platform. But you have influence. You have impact. You have potential. If Taehyung's journey teaches us one thing, it's this. The power to break expectations lies within. You don't need permission. You don't need someone to believe first. Start where you are. Create, persist, show up. HYBE was stunned by what Taehyung did. Let them be stunned by what you do next. If you believe you have more to give, hit subscribe now. 'Cause here we're not just watching stars. We're learning how to become them. Thank you for being here. Thank you for feeling this with me. And remember, when the world expects one thing, your surprise might be your greatest gift. Let's walk this next chapter together.